Night of the Horrified presents Fresh Popcorn.
Someone explain why Nazis pair so well with horror. Perhaps it's the real-life horror mixing with the fictional that makes stories like today's film so awesome. Somewhere in the North Atlantic, in late 1945, a life raft adrift at sea, and in it, the survivors of a torpedoed hospital ship with no food, water, or shelter. All seems lost until an abandoned German minesweeper drifts ominously towards them, giving them one last chance at survival. Blood Vessel, directed by Justin Dix, kind of plays like a long-lost Tales from the Crypt episode, which is not a bad thing. There's a familiar formula that's working here, and it's horror that kind of feels like a comfort food on first watch. Horror movies set in World War II seem to work so well, while the monsters, and there are monsters, well, vampires, aren't anything we haven't seen before. The film somehow combines all of its elements and creates a well-made, scary movie that should go well with any marathon this coming Halloween. The story starts slow. We begin to develop the characters, which, in all honesty, doesn't really make much of a difference as we move further into the story. I mean, sure, you get a feel for who these people are, but not much changes by the end of the film. Again, not an awful thing, but the start of this movie seems to have a hard time figuring out what to do with its characters. Once we get into the meat of the movie, things start to take off. First off, without ruining things for you, our survivors discover our old villains, the Nazis, are up to some serious supernatural shit, complete with old coffins and vampires straight from Nosferatu. Creature effects are pretty fun. Guillermo del Toro fun, honestly. The cast does a real good job at selling all this stuff that we're watching. And like I said, I feel like I just wanted more from them for some reason, but again, it didn't take away from the feel of the movie. Blood Vessel's strongest point is its visuals. Special effects, cinematography, etc. really makes this one gorgeous movie to look at. The movie is one of those rare occasions where my only complaints are what the movie didn't do. Even that isn't a big deal, but I will say I could have used a little dark humor injected here and there. The movie is super serious, and it works, but like the characters, I wanted something different. But seriously, fuck what I wanted, or felt. Blood Vessel is a good time. You should definitely check it out on VOD or physical media, because Blood Vessel is mein frisches Popcorn. Danke. I'm Lee Evans for Night of the Horror File, and this has been Fresh Popcorn. If you want your project featured on Fresh Popcorn, drop us a line on Twitter or through email at horrorfilemailbag@gmail.com.